Namaste everyone. Welcome to statistics class. Yesterday we have completed till up to limitations of index number. Now I will continue afterwards that the index number, that is types of index number. There are three types of index numbers are given. One is a price index number, quantity index number, the last one is the value index number. Here price index number that measures price index number that measure the relative change in the price of a currency, price of articles in the current period, price of articles in the current period compared to that of base period, compared to that of base period. So this is the price index number. Price index number that measures the relative changes in the price of the articles. Price of the articles current period with base period, comparing to the base period. This is the price index number. It is denoted by P01. It is always denoted by P01. Again, see under price index number there are two types. One is a wholesale price index number. Wholesale price index number. Another one, a retail price index number. Retail price index number. The wholesale price index number that reflects the relative changes in the wholesale price index number. Relative changes that wholesale price index. Wholesale price index. Say for example, in the items are purchased in the bulk. ಈಗ ಶಾಪ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬಲ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಟು ದ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಕಮೋಡಿಟೀಸ್. ಈಗ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪೆನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬುಕ್, ಅದು ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ averages. These are the two price index number coming under price index number. Wholesale price index number, another one is the retail price index number. Next, the second one, that is the quantity index number. Here the quantity index number study quantity index number that study the relative changes in the volume of goods consumed, produced or distributed. Quantity index number that study the relative changes in the volume of the goods that consumed or produced or it is distributed. That is denoted by Q01. The quantity index number. Next, value index number. See, value index number that is used to study the relative changes in the total money value. Third one, that is a total money value of a transaction. Total money value of transaction. The total money value that can be taken as a price multiplied by quantity. Price multiplied by quantity. This one is denoted by B01. another one is the quantity. Here also price multiplied by quantity. This is the value index number. See, next some of the notation, some of the note and given here. How to read the index number. See, price index is 125. Price index is 125 is given. So that means this one means price level in the current year is 125% of price level in the base year. You should read like this way. That means the price index is 125 means price level in the current year is 125%. That is 125% when compared to the base year. This is the first one. Next, the second one. Average price level in 2005 is double. Average price level in 2000 is double. If they are given like this way means what you have understood? How to understand double the average price level in 1990? We have to understand that that means index number of price for 2005. Index number for 2005. Here 2005 is the current year and 1990 is the base. That means index number of price for 2005 with base 1990, that is 200. This double means that is 200 because index number in the base that is always 100. That is always 100. Double means 100 plus 100, that becomes 200. Therefore current year value that is 200. Next, third one, index number for 2007 with base 1980 is 325. What do you mean by that? This means average price level has increased. Average price level has increased by 225% from 1980 to 2007. So you can write like this way, or otherwise what I am given in the first month. You can write like that way also. Price level in the current year, that is in the 2007, that is 325% of price level in the base year 1980. You can write like that way also, or otherwise you can write average price level has increased by 225%. How you got 225? Base again. Your index number for base is always 100. Increased. Here 325 minus 100, we got 225%. That means increased when compared to the base year. 225% from 1980 to 2007. These are very important. How to note in the index number. Next, afterwards, steps in the construction of index number. Steps in the construction of index number. First step, I have written that defining the purpose of the index number. Defining the purpose of the index number. So in the construction of the index number, first one is the purpose. It is very, very important. You should know the purpose. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟುವಾಗ ಅಡಿಪಾಯ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಬಿದ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ construction when you are constructing the index number, so that time purpose should be clear, and it is very, very precious for the purpose of the index number. While you are selecting for the construction of the index number, that is the weight, next average, base period, etc. If the purpose is clear, that time it will be easy for the selection of this one. Base, weight, then weightage, average, etc. These are becomes very easy for the selection. If purpose is not clear, so that time whatever the values you have taken or whatever the conclusions you got, that is wrong. That becomes wrong. Therefore, while constructing the index number, purpose should be clearly defined. Next, second one, selection of base period. Second one is the selection of the base period. So base period The comparison. What is the base period? The year which is compared with the other. With the other, that is called as the base period. We have discussed in the last class. The base period, that is, you have to take always 100. Base period is always 100. Taken as 100. Next, see base period. Base period, that may be, what is the base period you are going to choose? That is year, day or month. That may be year, or otherwise that may be a day, or otherwise that may be a month. You can select anything, any out of these. Some of the points you have to remember while selecting the base period, that one of the points to be remembered. Points are, one of the points is base period, that should be economically stable. So that should be economically stable. Otherwise, whatever the index number you are constructed, that is values becomes wrong. Therefore, economically stable. That means the period should not be the famine, next earthquake, and otherwise flood, etc. ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಈಗ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಈ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ ರಾಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, economically stable. The period which you are going to select, that should be economically stable. This is one of the point. And another one you should note that should not be too distant from the base period. Should not be too distant to the current period. From base period to current period, there should not be a too distance, only long distance irrelevant. For example, for the calculation, any calculation of 2019, index number of 2019, should not take the year of 1900 or 1800, etc. like that. That means that should not be too distant. Next, third one. So while you are selecting the index number, you can, there is a two choice. One is the fixed base period. Fixed base period. Another one, chain base period. Here fixed base period. So fixed base period means the period comparing. Period comparing, that is the fixed for all the current year. Period comparing for the fixed period, that is to the current year. That is fixed to the current period. That is fixed base period. For example, 2011. This is the base. Now we need the current period, that is the 2012. For the calculation of 2012 index number, see 2011 is the base period. 11 is the base period. This one is fixed. Again, for the 2013 calculation of this index number, this year index number, again 2011 is the base period. It is fixed. Next, for the 2014 calculation of this index number, here again 2011, that base period is fixed. So this is the fixed base. Next, chain base period. Chain base period means period or relative price in the level of phenomenon. Relative price in the level of phenomenon of the period. That means for the comparison. Period for comparison, that is immediate preceding period we should take. Immediate preceding period. For example, we will take like this one only. Here, 2011, this is the base again for the calculation of 2013, now this one is the base period. Base period. This one is the current period. This is the change base period. Again, for the calculation of 2014, see this is the base period. Base period. This one is the current period. You have understood. Fixed base period means 2011, that is kept as a fixed for all the other period. Next, change base period means that is immediate preceding period we have to take. Immediate preceding period. For 2012, 2011 is the base period. For 2013, 2012 the base period. For 2014, 2013 is the base period. This is the change base period. These are the 3 points should be remembered while you are selecting the base period. Next, third one, selection of commodities or items. Selection. So after the base period, immediately we go for commodities. Here commodities is very important for the calculation. Items. While you are selecting the items, here we have to see the habits of the people, taste of the people, that customs, traditions, etc. We have to note this one, that changes from one time to another time. You have to select items correctly, that means perfectly you have to select. Next, fourth one, obtaining price quotation. See, obtaining price quotation. So after the commodities, for each of these items we have to obtain a price quotation. For each items we are obtaining the price quotations. See, price quotations of some of the items or many of the items that is different, that varies from one place to another place, or otherwise from one shop to another shop in the same market, or from one agency to another agency. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 4 ಜನ ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ 4 ಜನ ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು we have to add that values, divide by 4. That means we have to take average. That average values is used for the calculation. That is a price quotation. ಈಗ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಒಂದು ಶಾಪಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶಾಪ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸನ್ನು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರ ಆ್ಯಾವ್ರೇಜ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಾವ್ರೇಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ calculation, that is obtaining price quotations. Next, choice of an average. Here, while choosing the average, we have studied in the characteristics that specialized type of averages are used. There are 2 types of averages is given for the calculation. One is arithmetic mean. Another one, geometric mean. While selecting the averages, arithmetic mean you can select, or otherwise geometric mean you can select. Here why we are choosing arithmetic mean? Because that is very easy for the calculation and it is simple to calculate. So we are using arithmetic mean. Here geometric mean, this is the best average. Geometric mean is the best average for averaging ratios or relative changes. So that time that gives the perfect answer when compared to the arithmetic mean. When compared to these two, this one is a better answer compared to the arithmetic mean. Why? Because this is the best average for averaging ratios or relative changes. In the index number, they are using geometric mean only because that gives the best answer. Next, selection of weights. So in the selection of weights, proper weights are proper weights are attached for the various, that means relative items. Proper weights are attached for that is depending on the relative importance. There are so many items are there, but we cannot use all the items for the calculation. So for we have to give relative importance. Only important items we have to select for the calculations. Here then weights of a quantity, generally weight of quantities, that is that may be weight of quantity, that may be base periods quantity or current periods quantity, or both period quantity. That also we have to see, that weight also we have to say. Another one is there are two types of weights. One is quantity weight, another one value weight. See, quantity weight that shows the amount of commodity or items that is produced or consumed. Next, value weight. Here value weight, that is multiplication of price and quantity. These are the two weights. We have to note. See, under weights, one is weights, we have to see the relative importance. If important items only we have to select, and base period, that weights, generally weight of the quantities are a base period, that may be a current period or both of the period we have to select for the calculation. Next, two types of the quantities are given, that is quantity weight, another one value weight. These are the we have to note while you select the weights. Next, last one, selection of the suitable formula. See, in the selection of the suitable formula, because there are so many formulas in the calculation of the index number, so we should take care for the selection of the formula, which formula is used for that type of calculation of a index number. Therefore, great care should be taken while selecting the formula. See, sometimes current period will be not there, sometimes base period will be not there in the quantity. Therefore, you have to see carefully, and which is the suitable formula that is only used for the calculation. That is only they are given that selection of a suitable formula. If all these steps you have to what you have noted here, if all these steps are clearly defined in while calculating the index number, then your answer will be correct. Otherwise, the answer will become wrong, conclusion also will become wrong. Therefore, while constructing the index number, all these 7 steps should be clearly defined. Okay. We have completed the steps in the construction of index number. Next, I am written some of the notations and terminology. Here, factors, that is price and quantity, another one value. We already read that 3 types of index number: price index number, quantity index number, and value index number. And 2 periods are taken, that is 2 base period and current period. Time is under base period and current period. See, base that is always taken as 0. And current is always taken as 1. You should note this one. Base is always taken as 0 and current is taken as 1. Now price, that is base is 0. Price is P. Base year means 0. Price under current year, that is I am taken as P1. Next, quantity under base, that is q, quantity means q, notation is q, base period is 0, q0. Here quantity means q, under current period, that is taken as q1. Next value, value is the multiplication of both price and quantity. Here base period 0, 0, p0 and q0. Here current period, that is p1 and q1, multiplication of price and quantity. Next I will go for methods of constructing index number. Methods of constructing index number. Index number, there are two types. Under index number, two types. One is unweighted, simple or unweighted index number. Another one, weighted index number. Weighted index number. Here unweighted index number means proper weights. Proper weight is attached to the various items to their relative importance. That is only, that is weighted. Okay. Unweighted means equal importance is given. Unweighted means equal importance is given for all the items. Weighted means you have to see the relative importance. You cannot take all the items for the calculation. Only important, that means relative important items only used for the calculation. See next, unweighted. See, under unweighted index number, simple aggregative and simple average of relatives. Again two types. Weighted index number will be discussed afterwards. Now we will discuss unweighted. Here simple aggregative. Simple aggregative is very easy to calculate. Simple aggregative. Simple aggregative means here total current year price, expressed as percentage into 100, expressed as a percentage of the total base year price. This is the formula P01, that equal to total value or summation of P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. We will solve this problem here now only. Now simple average of relatives. Again here two types. In average of relatives, two types are given. One is arithmetic mean. Arithmetic formula P01 equal to summation P divided by n. I will clear in the next class about arithmetic mean, and we will solve this problem also. Next, geometric mean is given that P01, that equal to antilog of summation log P divided by n. We will solve the problems of geometric mean in the next class. So that time you have to study the antilog and log. How to see the log and antilog, you have to study in the next class. Now here simple aggregative, that is P01, that equal to summation P1 summation P0 into 100. By using that formula we will solve one of the problems. Here I am given one problem, that is calculate price index number for the following data by using simple aggregative methods and comment on the result. Here items are given and price that is given in the rupees. 2 years are given, 2011 and 2013. First you should see which one is the base period and which one is the current period. Here 2011 is the previous values, that is the base period when compared to this one 2013. Here this is the base period. I will write here only, that is P0. Price is given, 2011 is the base period, therefore I will write as P0. Now 2013 is the current year price, therefore I will write P1. This is the P1. For the aggregative price index number, our formula is summation P1, that is the total value of P1. Therefore add all these values, P1 values. This is the total value of P1. Next again we need the total value of a base period also, summation P0. Add both, multiply by 100. That time you will get the answer. The answer when you are adding this 2011, we get the answer, that is 148. Your answer is 148. Then the answer of 2013 total price is 179. 179. Apply the formula of a simple aggregative method. P01 summation P1. So always in the numerator we should take current year divide by, and in the denominator we should take base year into 100. That does not change us. Here current year and here base period. Here 1 and here 0 into 100, that equal to 179 divided by 148 into 100, that equal to our answer 120.95 or 94 4 something. I am written that 120.95, and given that question, in the question given they are given that comment. You should comment by seeing this one. Index number is 120.95. I am given in the note. I am given in the note that price index is 125 means what? Like that way only. Here also we should write that comment. Index number is 120.95. So that we can write that prices in 2013. Prices in 2013 increased by 20.95% as compared to 2011. Compared to 2011 or 2013's price is 20.95%. This is the calculation part of simple aggregative index number. This is very easy to calculate. Next is the arithmetic mean and geometric mean. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.